Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be learning how to shoot the AGM 65 Bravos and the AGM 65Ds and the F4E Phantom. I just got the Phantom. I'm loving it so far. I think, this is what's brought us here as far as up-to-date technology. This was really the first stepping stone and the first leap towards what we have today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, my aircraft is already loaded up with AGM 65 Bravos and 65 Deltas, and we are currently on the Cola map. I set up some targets over there on an island. We've got a couple of enemy armed boats, some high-speed boats, and then we have some BMPs and some armored vehicles that we're going to be practicing on. Now, they are hot. They will shoot back at me if I get too close, so I do have to watch that. But I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I do whenever I hop in the F4 to get started with the AGMs. Now, the AGMs, there's always some time and some steps that you have to take, and just like the AGM 65 Deltas, you have to wait 3 minutes for the sensors to become hot enough to use. So I am in my aircraft. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my reticle to 45 mils. What that's going to do, that's going to actually bring my reticle down 45 mils. And then I'm going to select my HUD mode to air to ground, because we're going to be engaging ground units. And then I want to select my inner pylons. I want to make sure I have my left and my right inner pylons. If you guys can't see that, let me zoom in for you. So you have LI and RI, so that's left inner and right inner. And we have those selected. Then we can move down here to the weapon select. Weapon select is already set to TV, and that's what you need it on for the TV to come on right here. This is what you're going to be looking through. Now, for your delivery mode, you want to go ahead and select direct. Direct is what you want. I did bring some Mark 82s, some 250 pounders, just in case we feel like dropping some bombs. But let's not worry about that. Now we have the radar. So we have our DSCG switch here, and we want to make sure that's set to TV. Alright, TV is on. So we know that this takes about 30 minutes for the Mavericks to warm up, and they've included this handy little clock right here. So you can actually start the timer. You have your normal time, so it's 8:15. And then you have your minute hand. So this is your timer hand right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me slink down. So as soon as you push that in, that timer is going to start. So now it's going. Once it hits 3 minutes, I know that my AGMs are hot and ready to fire. Let's go ahead and move on to the master arm switch. We want to make sure that we have that on. We'll fence in whenever we get up in the air. Well, we actually have a couple of things to do as far as buttons. So you're going to need a couple of buttons. You're going to need your fire, so that's your trigger. You're going to need your bomb dropping button, so I set mine to my top bomb dropping button up here on my Hotas. You're going to need your ARR button, which is your aerial refueling retract button. I set my pinky switch on my Hotas. Because if you look on the actual Hotas, it's not in the direct place, but my Hotas doesn't have that center button. It has a countermeasure button, but I'm not going to do that. I want it on my pinky. I don't know. I prefer it on my pinky. And then you're going to need your hand slew cursor. So you can see it moving around down there. Up, down, left, right. So this is it right here, but I have it set on my throttle because I don't have this big knobby thing in my hand. Let's make sure that the wheel chocks are removed. Okay, cool. Now we can taxi. Copy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and line up. Now, the F4 is a pretty heavy bird already, but with bombs and missiles strapped to it, it's going to be even heavier. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wheel brake here, and I'm going to full afterburn right away because it's just so freaking heavy. Alright, let's go ahead. Full burn. Wheels off. Copy. I'm going to go ahead and rotate. Okay, we are off the ground, wheels up. Perfect. Okay, so we are airborne. Ooh, buddy, I can feel the weight on the aircraft. So if you guys aren't familiar with this map, this is the Cola map by Orbex, just came out too. And I've been loving this map. I've been playing through the Inferno mainly, and just doing some dogfighting and stuff on this map. But it's a pretty cool map. There's definitely some work to be done on it, but I can't hate because I don't know how to do it and I don't know what it takes. So I highly appreciate the new scenery. I really do. Okay, so our targets are currently on the end of this island, right over here. So if we zoom in, we can kind of see little black spots over there. I'm gonna go ahead and fence in. I'm gonna use my Hotas here to master arm on. Once we went master arm on, we can see that the actual left and right inner stations have become hot. So now they say arm. Alright, so once they say arm, you can go ahead and squeeze your trigger, and that will bring the AGM 65s up and alive on the TV screen. So there we are. We finally have the feed for our AGM 65s. Now, to slew the AGM sensor around, it's locked to the pipper from the very beginning. As soon as you select the TV, your pipper is hot with the TV feed. So now to actually slew the sensor around, you need to hold in the ARR button that we programmed before, so that's the pinky button on my Hotas, and use the hand slew cursor. So now you can see that it's slewing around. I'm looking on the ground, and I'm looking around for targets. Now to lock on, what you need to do is you actually need to get your cursor over the target that you're trying to select, and you need to let go and push it again, and that those four little dots will actually become a square around the target that it's locked onto. Now once you have something locked, you can go ahead and press and hold the bomb release button, and that will actually shoot the Maverick off the rail and towards the target. Now to implement this, I'm going to go ahead and show you on an active target. To get the cursor back slewed to back to bore sight, all you really have to do is just squeeze the trigger, and that will automatically slew your sensor back up to your pipper, which is a feature that I love. I'm so happy that they made it so easy. And it, you know, it's not too bad in the F-16. It's just you have to reach down to your MFD and you need to push the button for it to center again, and that's okay. But I do love the fact that you can just squeeze the trigger and it just automatically bore sights for you. I think that's really cool. HeatBlur did an awesome job with this module. I'm really impressed, and yeah, I can't wait for future dogfights and missions in this thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn around. Our targets are over here on the end of this island. I'm just going to be bringing the nose around and putting the pipper on the targets. There we go. Alright. So now that we got our nose on, let's go ahead and hold that AAR button. See if we can get a lock on any of these targets. Nothing yet. Let's go ahead and bore sight this. We got a cloud in the way, so it's kind of cloudy. Can't really see a whole lot, but that's alright. Let's get a little bit closer here. So now I'm going to hold in the ARR button and slew with the hand cursor button. Hand cursor knob. Alright, I think I see something in the water here. There we go, we got a lock. Now I released and squeezed the ARR button and it found a lock on something, so it's locked onto something over there. Let's go ahead and hold the let's hold the bomb release button, and that will shoot the Maverick off the rail. There we go, we got one away. Now you can see that the TV is off. To reactivate that, just squeeze the trigger and that will go to the next weapon, the next missile. Alright, so we got some more targets down here. Let's find some. There we go, we got another lock. Bomb release. There we go. Trigger. There we go. Got a third AGM away. I'm gonna pull off here because you never want to fly over your enemies. I'm gonna watch from a distance. Oh yeah, we got some shacks. Got another one coming in now. Nice. So those guys are moving. They know that I'm here now. Perfect. 3 shacks. 3 missiles, 3 shacks. Alright, let's circle around and coming from the east. Sorry, let's turn around here and coming from the north. So north to south strike. Alright, so that is how you shoot the AGM 65 Bravos. So those were the Bravos. Now we are on to the AGM 65 Deltas. Now the Deltas actually have a better slew sensor that can zoom in on your target, making it easier for you to acquire the target. Same rules apply, except if you want to zoom in with the sensor, you have to squeeze the trigger again. So you can see on the TV in front of me that if I squeeze my trigger, it zooms in, which is great. And I'm super happy that you can put Deltas on here. Alright, so let's turn back in here from the north. Flowing in from the north to south. Let's get some locks. Okay, here we go. So we can obviously see that the island's right in front of us. Let's zoom in. Holding the ARR button, you can slew the cursor. Alright, looks like we're a little bit out of reach here. There we go, we got a lock. Let's fire. Fire one, let's activate another. ARR to slew. There we go, we got another lock. Let's fire. We got one more delta here. So trigger, zoom in. ARR, hold that down, slew it. I don't see anything else. Hold on, I see something on the shoreline here. There we go, we got another lock. There's our third delta away. Hell yeah, this thing is sick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have nails. 8 o'clock. That's a fish bed. Very cool. Alright guys, there are the AGM 65Ds and Bs. So we got the Deltas and the Bravos. Alright guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and a like. It goes a long way. I haven't really been on here because I've been so busy with business and everything like that, but my passion for DCS and combat aviation has not lessened at all. I still love it very much. In fact, this new seat that I'm in, the new platform that the seat is on, I actually hand built by welding up some 3/4 pipe and putting a little retracting seat adjustment and everything, and I built it directly to my body height and everything. So that's a later video, but maybe if you guys are interested, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.